What's poppin', everybody? This is Satyrbullet4. As you guys can see, we are here on Poke Beach today, and we're gonna be looking at the upcoming new Pokemon TCG mechanic for, the special Pokemon that they gotta print all the time. And this one is gonna be called the V Union Pokemon. I'm gonna read some stuff, we're gonna look at some stuff, but essentially what this is like the Legends mechanic all the way back to the Heart Gold Soul Silver era. And instead of two pieces, I guess, you're going to need four pieces to play these Pokemon down. There it is, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I read some of this stuff yesterday. I don't remember everything, but essentially what it is like this is each of these pieces is going to be a card, and you can only have they count as the same Pokemon, like this Greninja V Union. So what it means is that you can't they count as the same Pokemon. So if you want to run this V Union guy, you need to have all the pieces, and you're gonna have one piece each in your deck because they count as the same name. So if you have like two of the head piece, I guess it means that you won't be able to have one of these three. Like you're gonna have to miss out on it. So this is when it comes to the ruling. They're gonna give out three prizes, not four. Glad they didn't go crazy with that. And they don't count, these guys don't count as basic Pokemon or evolution Pokemon. They count as their own thing. So it is kind of like the Legends Pokemon, Heart Gold Soul Silver Legends. I don't remember the full name, but the pieces Pokemon essentially. Now, I don't like this mechanic very much, to be honest. I don't like it because they work from the discard pile. What it is, instead of playing the pieces together to play the card down like with the legend cards back in the day, the pieces need to be in the discard pile, and then you sort of revive them, and then you can play the card from the discard pile essentially. So it's almost like, I don't know, reminds me of some Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and it is essentially a Yu-Gi-Oh mechanic in a way, where you're going to try and dump the pieces there, battle compressor style. They're even going to print a supporter that's specifically going to do that. So it's this chick here. I think it's the wife of Professor Burnett. I think it's the wife of the Kukui from Sun and Moon, but I could be wrong. And what she does, search your deck for up to two cards and discard them. That's it. So it's essentially like a battle compressor supporter form. We already have Battle Compressor, and it's a very broken card and expanded. What they should have done was print a card like this from the beginning, maybe. But no, actually, that's too slow. Battle Compressor should have only dumped like maybe one or two Pokemon at best, one or two at best. But let's not get into that. Essentially, this is what it's gonna be. You're gonna try and grab the pieces, dump them, and then they revive. If you dump all of them, you can revive them into this guy and these guys. Cards like that. Now, let me tell you why I don't like this mechanic. Number one, it's more huge ass Pokemon. They're going to have multiple abilities. In the case of this guy, they could have multiple abilities that you can use pretty much all of them every turn. I don't know their effects, but you can get multiple broken effects, I'm sure. And they have multiple attacks too. You can only get one attack per turn, of course, because you can only attack once. But once again, you have a lot of different options. These guys are going to be really versatile, and they're going to be really powerful. They are going to be difficult to get, but to play, I guess, and you're only going to have play one dude, get the summon once, I guess, in a way, since you can only have one piece of each card. But I don't like it. To be honest, I never really was a fan of the Legends mechanic either in the original Heart Gold Soul Silver era. Like when these legend cards came out, yeah, everybody agreed that the artwork was amazing. They looked awesome, but they look awesome as a whole card. Like if you get the jumbo versions, like the big card, that's actually one card and it's not two pieces combining. Like this, it looks ugly. Like even in real life, I own some of the legend pieces. And yeah, you combine them, but you don't really get the full art, complete artwork. And it's a pain to play down, and they're big cards, it's kind of awkward the way you're gonna turn them the other way, and they're bigger than the bench, like you're mad, and it's just stuff like that. Sitting next to the other regular Pokemon cards. It's just gimmick stuff that I was never a fan of, even with the legend cards. Artwork wise, yeah, artwork artwork was amazing, but the mechanic was never a fan of it. Some of them were kind of competitive, like Rayquaza Deoxys Legend and the Raikou Entei one. That also saw some play back then, and you could use it to kill off a lot of Pokemon on the bench, like Jump Left decks. That would ruin them. But let's not digress to these guys. But the point I'm trying to make is that I was never really a fan of this sort of mechanic. It's just more gimmicks. What they should do instead of continuously printing huge ass Pokemon is go back to the more standard stuff. Like these special Pokemon should come on the level of the regular stage 2s and stage 1s. So it's going to be more fair. But no, instead we still get these 300 HP Pokemon. And to be honest, I don't think this mechanic is going to last. I don't think a lot of people are going to dig it. I could be very wrong, but I mean, I just don't see this continuing on to even after generation like 8. It's probably going to be a thing like the break Pokemon in the X and Y era. We got a few of them in the sort of later half of the X and Y sets, and then they stopped. I think this is going to be the same thing. I mean, you never know. I could be wrong. I'm not sure what these guys, their effects do, but I'm sure they do some broken stuff. And there's probably going to be ways, of course, cards that are going to be printed, and people are going to think of methods to sort of, I don't know, like maybe recover them, recycle them, and even though technically you can only play one, get one sort of play summon in a way, they're going to make it so that you can reassemble this shit and replay them, I guess, unless there's some sort of rule in it. But yeah, it's just you can only use one piece each in your deck. You're only going to have one of each if you want to play the whole card down and not do bluff stuff against your opponent. I'm not sure if you can play them on their own. I don't think so, but yeah, you got to have them together. They got to be in your discard pile, and you could play multiple V Union Pokemon with different names. Yeah, so you can have like this guy, and this guy all in the same deck because they count as different cards, but one of each piece. So, is there anything else that I'm missing? So let's look at this guy while I'm here. Let's see what he does. So during your turn, if you have, yeah, you may put them together on the bench. You can't play more than one Greninja V Union in a game. Okay, so there's this sort of ruling. So yeah, you're only going to get the effect, the summon once. I'm even saying summon, but it just kind of, it works like that. And then his ability, or attack, I guess, attach up to 2 water energies from discard pile. Okay. 1 water energy does 130 damage for 1. Ability can't be poisoned. Twin Shuriken, 100 damage to each of your opponent's bench Pokemon. And it also does, wow, 100 on everybody. Whenever your opponent plays an item card, it's going to be immune to this Pokemon. So, I mean, yeah, a bit reminiscent of the Primal Groudon, Primal Kyogre. They had those mini effects too, like the ancient traits. A lot of little effects, strong attacks, large HP. Sort of going to be a huge ass trump card Pokemon to make up for the fact that, you need a bunch of pieces to play. Now, because they made it work from the discard pile, and you don't have to have the pieces exactly in your hand to play them, like in the Legends, the original guys, I guess. Maybe it's going to be better because, like I said, in Expanded, it exists the Battle Compressor card, broken ass card, like a mini Painful Choice from Yu-Gi-Oh! And yeah, I'm making a lot of comparisons to Yu-Gi-Oh! Because I just see where the game is going. I've been seeing it for years. They're just taking notes and copying mechanics from Yu-Gi-Oh! The stuff that made Yu-Gi-Oh! Suck and became so complicated and didn't made the game not be back and forth and just be a sort of a turbo shit. We're just gonna make this super setup, and then that's it. Can you do anything about it? Like that. So in standard, this chick is probably not gonna be enough, but in expanded, you're just gonna use battle compressor. You know, dump all these guys essentially. Dump them all. Like dump 3 pieces, and maybe you dump the other piece with Ultra Ball or some shit. And then you summon an instant Pokemon like this. That's essentially like a tag team slash VMAX. But they're gonna have some broken shit, that's for sure. Now, I mean, VMAXs, they only have like 1 or 2 attacks, maybe an ability or something. They don't have too much stuff. The HP seems to be in the same league. They also have the standard weakness, resistance, this sort of thing. They give 3 prizes. I guess I'm repeating myself, but I mean, I guess it's all gonna depend on the moves they got, their abilities, the decks that you're gonna put them in. Like maybe like in a metal deck, you can throw this Zacian dude in there, like the pieces, I guess. Hurt your consistency, but you also get the option for this attacker. Let's see what this guy does, like the Zacian. Attach 2 metal energies from your discard pile to this Pokemon. And then the other attack, 150 during your opponent's next turn. It's going to block 150 damage too. That's busted. Steel Slash, 200. Wow, and it also has a 4 energy attack. 340 damage. Discard 3 metal energy. Discard 3 energy. So this seems like a nice candidate for Magnezone or Bronzong in expanded. Because with 340, you knock out anything, basically. Even VMAXs. So, yeah, I guess some tactics to think about. Some stuff you can try out. But I just don't really like it. And if they make them more broken than this, it's really gonna suck. I just feel like complicated, or not even I feel like, I know that the expanded format is complicated as it is, and we don't need any more battle compressor shit. This is how I refer to them. Battle compressor shit. Like decks that utilize battle compressor like crazy, because it's too broken. And this is what this is gonna be. Hopefully it's a short-term thing, like I've said, maybe the last few sets from the V era, I guess, and then we get something different. But I'm not a fan of it. I wasn't a fan of the Legend mechanic either. You know, cool artwork, but that's it. It's just more gimmick shit stuff, and this isn't what I want in this game. I don't want any more gimmick stuff. This isn't what the game needs, in my opinion. So, hope you guys enjoyed, I guess, this overview. These are my thoughts for these cards. Maybe I had more stuff to say yesterday when I saw this stuff for the first time. But basically, that's the gist of it. I'm not a fan. Maybe they're going to be good. Maybe they're going to be broken. They're either going to be this sort of mechanic. This is what is going to happen. It's either going to be completely shit and it's not going to do anything, or it's going to be completely broken. I don't really see it being in the middle. Maybe that's going to be the case, but I don't really see it. And with Battle Compressor, I think that at least in expanded, they're going to make their stand. They're going to have something to say there, because there's that card and way too many other cards that let you easily discard. You know, good discard outlets that let you plus. So hope you guys enjoyed this overview. Thank you guys for watching as always. Subscribe to the channel, leave a like, share this video with your friends, and don't forget to tell me what you guys think in the comments below about this mechanic. SaberWolf94, what's up?